Okay, so time for a new video. So what did we had yesterday? I was still in the short, which we took on that move up here, which was not to be trusted after we had that break structure. So I expected this to be a lower high for lower low to take out this low, which I explained in the former videos. You can watch it back to see it. And what we had yesterday is that before New York Open, we had a move up. Which I said we could have, and that would be a reshorting opportunity. So I was very close to pulling the trigger to get into another short here to add to the existing short, but I didn't pull the trigger. Would have been a double win, but you can't always win. Funny thing is that price action was exactly the same as the day before, because if we look at from high to low, pull the 0.75. So let's go to the OTE and then 0.75, which is always a strong one. We can see that price perfectly rejected on that 0.75 here. And we had a lot of top longers. So that was my original short I took with my TP at these lows. And then yesterday we saw that price had a sweep of that initial low. Then buyer stepped in pre-New York. And then price, if we look at again swing high to swing low, pull the level, we see that price again came into that 0.75 fib level. Again, a lot of top longers longed here, around 80 or 90 million in top longs. And if we zoom in a bit, during New York, sellers stepped in, and once we went below this level, locally break structure, all those longs got rinsed. And funny thing was to see that the longs didn't close out, but they actually added to their position. So a lot of longs added here, and eventually they got all wiped out on that move below the weekly open where my TP was. So yeah, worked out pretty nice. And right now I'm not really in a rush to for new positions. I'm getting more bullish right now because expected us to reach that 119k area, which was the value area high in the point of control of the total range. So now that we tapped into that level, I'm going to be looking for longs. However, I think that we might get another sweep because we have bearish weekly stats as well with Monday's high P1, and currently our P2 is on Thursday, and statistics show us that we can see more downside, and on distance statistics and on timing statistics, it's also likely to make a low after Thursday. So either on Friday, today, or maybe in the weekend. And knowing Bitcoin, we often get weekend manipulation before you get a reversal. So what might happen is that we again get a move up, maybe again to that 0.75. I'm not too interested in fresh shorts from here, but yeah, maybe if we get the exact replica of here with top longers into the 0.75, you can take a shot, but I'm more looking now for the longs to develop. And I think we might see like a move up and then go down, and then during the weekend usually chop on Saturday, and then maybe on Sunday the manipulation where we take out the low, make like a 1-2 third drive right there, and then break downtrend, and then next week get a reversal back up at least to 125, potentially to new all-time highs. That's what I'm looking for. Overall, I think I also have this liquidity point. Maybe we can also catch along from there. But overall, mostly interested in longs here. So let's see how that develops. And then I think that can be a long back to all-time highs. So definitely interested in that. Looking at USDT, we had that range low deviation of this local range, then a push up. Here a perfect demand mitigation, push up, and right now we are in a locally bullish trend where we can look from low to high, uptrend right here. There we made a new high, retested the range high, aggressive push up. So until this local uptrend breaks, so by either breaking back in the range or creating a clean deviation distribution, I think chances are quite big we will go for that top of this liquidity trail. right here and then tap into that imbalance before we get a reversal. And that's a huge level for me to look for a potential mid-time frame lower high, which can be in confluence with swing longs on crypto pairs. So maybe move down, move up, manipulation in weekend, and then or on Monday, for example, and then go down back to lower levels. That's my my main plan. And I also shared on Twitter a few charts, but like a lot of coins are reaching very, very interesting levels. Early in the week, I shared how I want to see ETH reach that 4,500 level, 4,250 level. And right now we tapped in 4,270. So almost at a major POI. But yeah, here I'm looking potentially even might get a Wyckoff model here. If we get that, then that's a super clean long back to the highs. So super interesting levels approaching. Also, if we look at just the total range, we had a deviation, aggressive move up. Right now coming back to the mid-range, or not mid-range, but a huge, yeah, just an horizontal level. Here it was support, resistance, resistance, broke support. So testing that level now from above. We could see the imbalance fill and then huge move higher. So we're finally getting into super interesting levels. So next week is going to be an important one. Same is for Sol. We played that Model 1 distribution at the highs. Right now I'm seeing this as a potential accumulation in the making. Could argue that this is the second tap, but I think also in relation with Bitcoin and the weekly stats and how usually we move, that we might get a move up, deviate that meme trend line. I don't trade trend lines only if they're obvious. And then maybe during the weekend, get that move down into that super interesting level right here. And then if we form the low on Monday or Tuesday, for example, I think this is the low and that we can make a move back to the highs. So then I'm super interested in longs looking something like this to the highs and potentially new highs. So also on Sol, time to pay close attention. And that's basically on most of the pairs I am watching. I pay most attention to my main pairs, but a lot of coins are looking very similar. For example, SUI on the higher time frame, super interested. Right now we swept this low, just front ran demand. So I would love to see that low get taken. And then I'm super interested in swing longs on this one as well. DOGE, basically same story. This is a big imbalance. So it would be healthy to tap into that level. And then clear it up, maybe get like a deviation of this horizontal level, play the deviation, play the reclaim, target new highs. For now, looking super good to me. And then we also have Ripple. I shared the chart earlier, how I like this accumulation where we are leaving buy side liquidity above. We have a potential 1, 2, 3, potential Model 1 already in the making that went over into Model 2. So potentially this is already the bottom. And then I'm looking here for local models. Maybe we sweep the lows and then we can move up. And in another case, if Bitcoin goes for much lower levels, for example, we could tap into this imbalance at around 2.65 before moving up. But eventually, yeah, it's like the most boomer coin there is. But they're probably gonna celebrate again because this right here looks very similar as this right here to me. Also, tap 1, tap 2, if we go for tap 3, which could then be the cycle high, we can make a new high into 3.8, $4. Maybe make a retail super bullish, because if they see, oh, my Ripple is pumping again, or they hear their uncle or dad like talking about the Ripple pumping again, then that could be a good way to get some exit liquidity into the market. Right now creating some local liquidity right here, so I would love to see a sweep. Probably these steps will be gone. So not gonna use them. More seeing it right now as a single low that I want to be swept, and then I'm super interested in longs. So and then I can keep going with other charts. But a lot of charts are reaching super interesting levels. So yeah, definitely exciting times ahead. So I'm ready for it. Sharing as always all the insights, also with order flow, and explaining what the order flow is. For example, here I've made a video where I explain all the the basics of it. Yeah, basically interesting charts, statistics, everything. And then we also have the public chat where we can share our insights and stuff. So definitely check it out if you want to be part of it. Then I think I don't have much more to say. Then I want to wish you all already a happy weekend, happy trading, and cheers.